so this vlog is well overdue. I had to keep this top secret, and I'm so thankful that I did until the car was officially revealed. The car itself has pushed me to a completely new level, stepped me well out of my comfort zone. But things like that is obviously what progression is all about. And I've done stuff on this car which I wouldn't normally do through choice, but because of the look and what was involved, I had to. The car itself is a very well-known car and built by a very reputable and well-known company. So for me to be able to do a kids car version of that was an awesome opportunity for myself. So the vlog itself starts later on, mainly because I didn't get into vlogging until later on this year, until I got into the build. So I'm hoping you enjoy this vlog. Let's keep watching. So here it is. This is the car that I've been working on for a while. You might recognize it, but it is in fact Rocky's from GTR Cartel. The wrap itself, although it is a purple wrap, it isn't as dark as what we thought it was going to be. So I will be stripping it down, and yeah, so keep following the progress. I've taken the wheels off currently. So I'll be stripping this right down and getting it ready for paint. So this panel's separate. Obviously this is a custom panel, and I will be giving a better view obviously once the car is complete. I'll also chuck in some pictures of how the car looked with this wrap on it, and obviously in comparison to the color of the car once it has been sprayed. Let's keep following. So here we have it. This is the Skyline body de-wrapped. We can see this was actually the original colour. The red is the plastic colour underneath. You can see here is all the wrap, and obviously the trim panels here have still got de-wrapped bonnet and the doors. So this is actually going to be a harder task with taking all of this off. I've got to get this as smooth as physically possible, obviously, for it to be then painted. You can see obviously I've done the inlays to the doors. I've got to sort out bodywork here where there's vents, so I need to get them nice and clean. And we also have the front bumper here. So I've actually custom done vents in here, so this would give the look of the fog light, and I've filled and smoothed these in. And also I've just got to fill this bit in, so where de-wrapping it obviously is pulled where I'd filled it in. I've got some better plastic filler on the way, which will hopefully do a much better job than the original filler that I had, obviously with the wrap. But yeah, let's get sanding. So here's the rear bumper of the R35. So we can see that I've de-wrapped it. For some reason, the standard colour of the rear is white in comparison to the red. Anyway, so obviously when de-wrapping it, again, because of how sticky the wrap is actually peeled out what I'd filled in to smooth this into the bodywork. Again, is another reason why I tend not to do like fiberglass and fillered body kits, mainly due to obviously filler doesn't necessarily take to plastic that well. So I, again, as mentioned in the previous clip, I have got some plastic filler on the way, which I will be reworking. Again, I've taken this vent out, and this would in fact obviously sitting here. So again, I will be reworking this whole rear bumper ready for paint. So yeah, keep following. So here is the GTR bits and pieces, obviously fully stripped down. As we saw, I was de-wrapping it. It's now a case of me sanding everything back so it's ready for paint. So we've got the doors, got the front bumper, we've got the bonnet, obviously we've got the body, and the rear bumper is actually fitted, mainly because I've got to do some body work on it. It's time for the sanding. So here it is. I've sanded down the R35, as we can see. I've got as much paint off as physically possible. So what I've gone around now is actually circled the bits which are still showing slight signs of imperfection. So we've got a bit here. Obviously here was the original spoiler. So I've actually filled these in. These were filled prior to actually wrapping the car. Obviously with wrapping it, it has made it slightly distorted. So I'm going to be refilling these. And then just a couple of other little bits and pieces. The tool that I've been using to sand and polish is this Mac Tool mini polisher. By far one of the best buys that I've done, especially for cleaning as well as sanding. So big shout out to Mac Tools. I've also done the doors, as we can see here, got to rub these down. They've been done, and all the trim panels are here. So we've got rear trims, we've got vents, we've got the seats as well. So we're getting there with the bodywork, just waiting for filler to arrive, and then I'll be working on the rear bumper and the front bumper and other little bits and pieces. Keep watching. So we are working on the rear bumper now. As you can see, I have actually smoothed this vent in. There's still a little bit more sanding to do on it, but we can see that it is now taking shape and flowing into the actual bodywork. Compared to obviously the opposite side, we can see where I've laid the filler in. I've now got to shape it. It's a lot more intricate compared to a larger car. Obviously we see that I've obviously smoothed in the badge now, and obviously I've run just some filler over the top here. So I've still got a lot more sanding to do to get the shape, so it's all nice and smooth, ready for paint. So more sanding to come. So we saw where we was at with the GTR prepped. It has been at the paint shop, which is a Barnstaple Accident and Repair. I've left their details in the description. And I will now be going to pick it up and then ready to rebuild the GTR, re-wrap some little bits and pieces, obviously, which I had to de-wrap, and then it will be completed. Let's keep following. So I have the car back from the body shop, as we can see, has been freshly painted by Barnstaple Accident Repair. Absolutely lovely colour. The video is not doing it any justice. So now it's a case of putting everything back together. Let's keep following. So here's the side. The side is now fully completed. So we've got a panel up here. Obviously the vents are now in place, as we can see. We've got the carbon fibre that flows into obviously the seal as well, and the doors are on. Again, this colour is unreal. It's such a lovely colour. So now I've got to match the opposite side, so I've got to put all the vents in, all the grills in, the vents, and obviously wrap the opposite side. Let's keep watching. So here it is, complete build. Going for a quick photo shoot with DownSouthMedia before we go for delivery, to get some nice pictures of it. So let's go. So I had a wicked photo shoot with Kyle at DownSouthMedia, so please go and check him out on Instagram and on Facebook, and also YouTube channel. Links drop below in the description. So now let's look at some pictures of how the car would have looked straight from factory with no mods whatsoever, compared to how I've got it looking for Rocky at GTR Cartel, and also comparison pictures of his GTR built by Cream Developments in comparison to the kids car version. Check them out. And that is a GTR vlog done. I hope you enjoyed watching the process of this build. With obviously doing the fiberglass and filler work, it's not something that I would usually do, but the way that this build turned out, I absolutely love it. Again, thank you so much to Rocky at GTR Cartel for giving me the opportunity to do a miniature version of his ridiculous R35 GTR. Also, we use Exeter 3D printing, so I use them on most of my builds with custom wheels, vents and other bits and pieces. I had Barnstaple Accident and Repair, they done the paint job for me. Cream Development actually made the paint for this car, so it is a custom colour with no paint code, and the colour itself is absolutely phenomenal. Thank you again to Kyle at DownSouthMedia, so he come up with me to do some photos and some videos. He also, if you check out his YouTube channel, again the link is in the description, go over there and watch the reveal video where we drove from Devon all the way up to see Rocky to reveal it in person. Hit that like and subscribe to keep up to date with all our videos. Again, check us out on Facebook and on Instagram, and we will be updating pictures very soon of a full photo shoot and video shoot. Until next time, peace.